Hey folks, CB3 here with another live update. Today is Thursday, April 3rd. It's after the market close and it was an awful day on Wall Street. The worst day in 5 years. I'm going to talk about it, what it means for the future, give you specifics on our portfolios, and go from there. Please stay with us. CB3 Live Update begins now. As you all know, yesterday, April 2nd, President Trump had a 4 p.m. Eastern Time conference where he announced the tariff actions he was taking against virtually every country in the world. The first few minutes of that, the stock futures reacted positively, and then after that, they dropped from up 330 to down 700. They finished the day down, and I'm speaking about the NASDAQ because that's the most volatile, more than 1,000 points, which is an astonishing drop, the worst drop in more than 5 years. That said, CG down only 2.15%, less than half of the S&P and about a third of what the NASDAQ was down. GI, those of you in GI, finished up on the day, 0.06, not much, but it's up on the day because of recent changes in our fixed income holdings. And some of you have DS accounts, and that was down 5.6%. But those of you that have been with this for some time know that this program is very volatile. In 2022, we dropped 42% before setting new lifetime highs. And in fact, DS was at lifetime highs just 2.5 months ago. So what is causing all of this? Well, there's a lot obviously going on. There is a global trade war that is beginning to unfold here. Example, tech giants Apple and Nike fell 7% and 9% respectively. The Chinese market was very soft. The overseas euro market was down very hard as well. Economists are warning that these tariffs could push the U.S. into a recession, which I really disdain this when I hear this in the press, guys, because first of all, you have to have 2 negative quarters to have a recession. We haven't even had the first one yet. It could be that the quarter that just ended, the first quarter of 2025, when the prints come out later this month and we see what GDP is, it may be negative. Then you need a second quarter. That would be the second quarter after this one, meaning the third quarter. All right. And we won't even know about that until September. We just have to be patient here and let what has happened play out. There's nothing any of us can do about Trump's decision and his executive team making the decisions to do this because of the gross inequities that have happened over the last 4 to 5 decades. And he's trying to correct that. I'm not going to say it's right or wrong. I'm just saying as a money manager, this is what I have to deal with. Also, tomorrow, normally the biggest Friday of the month, the biggest single market day of the month. I don't know how you top what happened today, but non-farm payrolls are suggesting only 80,000 jobs added, sharply down from February. We'll see if that is what comes true. And of course, I'll be doing my regularly Monday podcast to update you on that. In general, today's market meltdown underscores how quickly trade policies can destabilize economies and thus destabilize the market. That said, I am working every single hour that I'm awake trying to stabilize your portfolios to give you the best returns. I had to tell you, I'm pretty proud of GI being up today at the end of the day when everything was said and done, and CG losing less than half of what the S&P did. So to recap, this was the largest one-day percentage loss in 5 years. NASDAQ down 1,053 points. What are we looking for here? The Fed has more firepower now to help the market. I'm seeing a pricing in the futures market for a rate cut in June, almost guaranteed, and maybe an additional one in May. That would be a benefit. That would say the Fed is not sleeping on the job. All right, May is just next month, so that could happen. The banks today got hit really hard. Citibank, JP Morgan, Bank of America, because obviously this trade war stuff definitely affects their banking operations. Guys, don't be concerned. We're going to stick with this. We're going to be there for you. Watch the show next Thursday. That's a week from tonight. Put that on your calendar. I will go into extensive detail there. And I'll have another podcast for you on Monday. That's where things are. Thanks for listening.